Rise up, Falcons. Hey, thank y'all for stopping in. Hey, welcome to the 404 Biz Package. I'm your host, Yosarian, along with my co-host, Daryl. Mathis is walking through the door, so he'll be logging on in just a quick second. Hey, before we get started, hey, go ahead and mash that like. If this is your first time with us, hey, consider subscribing after we're done. If you enjoy the video, consider subscribing. Hey, look, all we do is have fun. We're talking about the home teams, ATL, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Braves, Hawks, all of the good stuff. That's what we represent, the home teams, right, Daryl? Home
That's
teams.
what we represent. All of them. All of them.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's happening, Falcons fans? It's Daryl, aka Black Jedi. That's BLAKK Jedi. You can follow me on Twix and Instagram at that handle. And there he is. Mathis just came in. Mathis in the building. And just as I was thinking today, just the Jedi mind, thoughts of a Jedi. R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet was actually an American opera, and it should have been classified as such. I
What is it,
stand
an
on that.
opera or a soap? Yeah, soap opera.
Out of all the R. Kelly, out of all the R. Kelly music out there, you went with "Trapped in the Closet."
It
Man,
was an opera. Come on, man. The
man.
emotions, like I don't know if y'all remember, because it came out
Well,
like before
yeah, I
streaming,
forgot.
right? And we was like listening chapter for chapter. We was like, they would play a chapter, be like, all right, gotta cut. The next one comes out next week. You had to tune in next week. Come on,
Hmm.
True.
man. That's his magnum opus right there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Mathis. Since you
What's up,
jumping in.
y'all? Sorry I'm late. It's MFJ here. You can find me on Instagram at M_F_J21. We appreciate y'all support. This
That's what's
dude talking
up.
about
That's what's
trapped in the
up.
closet.
Trapped in the closet. I got something for his other question from a few weeks ago. We're gonna talk about that Michael Jackson stuff. We're gonna talk
Oh,
about
okay.
that. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, I got something for you. Hey, what's up, Georgia, Texas boy? What's up, Mario? Hey, we appreciate y'all jumping on with us tonight.
What up,
Oh
Ant?
man, hey, what are the Falcons doing? What are they doing? They're making some more signings. They made some more signings this week. Picking up a few guys for depth, I believe. But I wanted to see what you all think about um our newest players. So we could jump on in it. Hey, let's talk about Jamal Agnew. Anybody know anything about him?
Heard the name. I mean, I've heard the name. But we literally we said it. We broke. We are
Yeah.
broke. So we out here shopping like we broke. The dollar store. Um, it's not Dollar General because Dollar General actually charge you quite a bit now. It's a Dollar Tree. We hit the Dollar Tree.
Dollar
Yeah.
Tree.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Hey, that
but
Mario store
nah.
on clearance rack. For
Yeah, I
real.
saw the 1 year, $2.5 million deal. So everything that we're doing right now is just for pieces. It's just depth. That's
Hmm.
the only thing we can do.
Yeah, yeah.
But ain't this what y'all asked for?
Who?
Y'all asked for Avery Williams to be gone.
Oh yeah, I
I
mean, I'm
specifically
happy now. I'm happy.
remember y'all asking that Avery Williams get up out of here. He get up out of here. This his replacement.
When he catches the ball, he doesn't do anything but practice how he positions it. You can see him do it on TV at the game.
I'm just
He can
saying,
go do that for somebody else.
You
y'all
right,
asked for
Daryl.
it.
You're right. We did want him up out of here. So
Y'all wanted him up out of here.
what man?
But
Where's Alan Rossum at? Can we find Alan Rossum? I know he can still
probably
run.
fat now because he ain't got to work out no more.
Man, what's going on, John Tay?
Come on, man.
Clay.
Avery
Hey,
Williams was my favorite punt returner last year.
last year, okay, because he was the
You
only
know,
one.
at some point in time, you got to have hate for somebody on the team.
Oh, Terrence. I hate that dude
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
All right, so we got Jamal Agnew. Um, don't know much about him, but looks like he played about 7 years, 7-year vet. Played for Detroit from 2017 to 2020, and from 2021 to 23, he played for Jacksonville. Now, one thing I do like about him, well, he started off as a defensive back, cornerback. Don't know how well he did there. Might have got some background noise.
That might be me.
Uh,
There we go. My bad.
he got a new computer. Can he forgot to turn
He
that
don't know
on?
what to do.
I,
He ain't ready. Yeah, man. We don't read manuals, so he don't know what's going on.
and look, my internet still froze up, so it wasn't the computer. It's the I got to get an extender now. So yeah.
Nah, I mean, you look good here. Look all right on my side. But anyway, he played defensive back. Then he transitioned to wide receiver. I don't know what the deal is there. Are they saying that he couldn't cut it? But hey, whatever. But then he's a returner, and that's his specialty. And I'm sure that's what the Falcons will be using him for. And look, hey man, 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns. So he's 5'10, 196 touchdowns, special teams. Hey, that's 6 times better than Avery, right?
Man, I be sitting in front of the TVs talking to Avery like, go ahead, take a chance. Like he don't never want to do nothing but call fair catch. That's all he want to do. It was time to go, man.
Yeah, he wasn't moving the ball.
He realizes it now. He gets it now. Avery Williams was his guy.
So now he's in Philadelphia, right?
He gonna get booed. He gonna get booed in Philly.
He gonna get booed if he don't run. Man, kind of remind me of who was that for the Falcons that year for the Super Bowl. Wouldn't run, he'll catch the ball. Was that Frank? That wasn't Frank Darby.
Nah, Frank Darby wasn't at the Super Bowl.
Who was with the returner, man? He would make sure he caught the ball. He was one of the receivers. He'll catch the ball. And
Eric Weems.
Man, that joker used to drive me nuts. Like, do something.
Yeah, Eric Weems was.
I mean, he had 20 yards in front of him. That kid.
Hey, man.
Just wanted him to make sure he caught the ball because the offense was, I guess, they were just that good. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and maybe somebody said just make sure you catch it. We'll take care of everything else. That does make sense. Like
Clay called him Avery Williams.
Hey, man.
I know, right?
Anything's better than what we haven't had a punt returner for real in a long time. So
yeah,
I'll take it. That like Clay said, it's an upgrade to the position, man. So as long as we're getting better, it is what it is. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. He won. He was in the Pro Bowl as a returner, so kind of remind me of Cadero. But anyway, yeah, as a returner. So we'll see what happens. We haven't had a returner in a long time that made any plays. So special teams hasn't been special for the Falcons in forever. But it is what it is. What, since Devin Hester?
Yeah.
Well, Cadero. Well, no, he wasn't a punt returner.
He didn't do punt return.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot about Cadero Patterson.
But he did kickoff, So
yeah. Oh, he would take that thing to the house, boy. Joker run like a goddamn thoroughbred. Class there.
Straight up. Just run it straight up.
Hey, gone. Like a heavy Eric Dickerson. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we're cool with that move.
It's just a move, man.
Yeah, just a depth piece.
We at this point in time, unless it's some type of crazy trade that happens, nobody that's actually a Falcons fan or whatever the case may be is expecting us to do anything big. We made our splash or stepped in the puddle with Leonard Floyd, and that's basically it, man. Him and Diablo. Those were the key signings for our offseason this year. Okay. Everything else is just a name. They look. You're in the NFL. You're good players. I won't take nothing from you. It's just not where we was hoping to be after getting out of Cap Hill a year ago. So that's what it is.
So I got a question because I thought we did something humongous.
What's humongous about that? The fact that besides the fact that he just got some height on him, what?
These are his stats. That's his stats, man. That's it.
Look up his quarterback stats. Look up his quarterback
Yeah,
stats.
it's less than that.
Well, I mean, he ain't touched the field. Who did he have that one catch for? Because we cut him. So who actually let him on the field is my question. Because I know we didn't.
I don't even want to say his name, man. Man, I don't even want to say his name. What's going on, Daryl? Daryl Owens Jr. Appreciate you, sir.
Cool name, bro. Cool name. You must be a real good dude. You must be a real upstanding guy.
Holla anytime. Holla. Let us know what you feel, because we got a lot going on here.
You think he gonna take Kyle Pitts' position?
Why is he here? I mean, what is?
Maybe he's our third quarterback.
I don't know. Like I said, Daryl showed me his. I looked at his stats early. He talked about his stats. It's pathetic, man. It's less than this, right? It's less.
He ain't no quarterback. Like the first pass he threw for us, he threw an interception. He ain't no quarterback. There ain't no quarterback, man.
Man, how do you bring? Terry got a lot to answer, man. He has a lot to answer.
No, he don't. What? Nobody's talking to people with no money. Now, if he made this type of signing and we had $80 million in cap space, then you could ask, why would you do that?
But even though we're shopping at the maybe Woolworths. No, it's not even Woolworths. I'm trying to go way back. We at Kmart. No, not even Kmart. We
special teams player.
So okay, but he don't play special teams.
He has better special teams stats than anything. He has like 11 tackles, I think.
Let that giraffe run down the field and go trip somebody up, man. That's all. That's what he about to look like. He's just lanky. There's nothing else to him.
Let me see them passing stats.
Yeah, y'all right. Morgan Fox was a good pickup too. I forgot about Morgan Fox.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
One attempt, no catches, no.
He was 1 for 1.
One for 1. Yeah, 1 for an interception. Golly. What is he on the team for, man? What do you? Okay, special teams. You said it. Special team.
He's familiar with the building.
Not a low budget to Lolo.
hey, look, for Lolo, I saw him make some plays now.
Levine
did. He did.
Yeah,
Levine did. Right. He was better than what people give him, especially to be as tall and as big as he was.
Yeah. Saying Morgan Fox was a good upgrade. Yep.
Most def.
So Morgan Fox.
I mean, that's Fuller.
Well, hold on. Right? Was it an upgrade over Grady? You think?
The stats is look. Y'all said Grady could go because of his stats, right?
His stats are better.
Then that's all that matters.
48. Yeah.
That other than that, if I have to let go of Grady because he was only giving you 2 to 3 sacks a year, and Morgan Fox can come in and penetrate or hold his own in the middle, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Do I still want one of these big boys out of the draft? Yes.
So we're gonna get to that in a second. I got a few questions about that now. All right, let's talk about another guy. Oh man, we're getting some good information from our guys. Uh, let's hold on. Who decided to bring him back? Felipe Franks. Who y'all think decided that? Was it just Terrence?
Uh, don't nobody else on the team know.
Does Raheem know him? Did he play with Raheem?
Raheem might have, yeah, Raheem might have been here. The year that he took over for Dan Quinn, he might have been here.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's possible, but that's still for what?
Right. All right. So what about Jordan Fuller? 6'2", 203 safety. Um, Overall, 333 tackles, 7 interceptions. So he's been a 5-year veteran. 5-year veteran. He played most of the in the years that he did what that he wasn't hurt. He played just about every snap. So he started with 12 games in the first year, 16 games. He missed another 1 year and then played another 16 games, and then he was out last year with injuries. So um,
Is he a free or a strong safety?
he's a big boy,
Natural.
so he'll be a strong safety.
Okay.
Yeah. So he'll. Everybody's talking like he'll be that in place for Justin Simmons or replacement for Justin Simmons that truly plays a strong and he
That's
can help mentor um,
DeMarco. I mean,
Helen.
DeMarco
Helen.
Helen. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I mean, I'm cool with that. To be honest with you, the way everything sounded last year before the season started, picking up Justin Simmons, it sounded great. But you're talking about we had two people that really played the same position. So at
hmm
the end of the day, you didn't have a headhunter, even though nobody does that anymore without getting fined or kicked out the game. But you didn't have that Keanu Neal type player that we've had in the past that really put a stamp on the defense. So um, as long as he is willing to stick his nose into some trouble, I'm cool. You know,
hmm
I don't think we had that last year, so
right.
I'm good with that.
Got anything on that, Daryl? On Jordan Fuller?
Yeah. I guess this means we not picking y'all boy in the draft then, huh?
Mm.
Because
Cool.
remember, we was tossing around Malachi Stark's name. And
Mm.
But
now,
he,
as proven in the past, they might still do that, right? They might still say, "Oh, we pick up Fuller and let's go draft Malachi Stark." God knows we've done stuff like that before, but it would seem to me that takes us out of the safety market.
Right. And so
yeah.
that was one of the questions I had.
But
Wow.
I mean, to me, he's not a Malachi in the strong safety though.
No.
Yeah,
So
free
you
safety.
still gonna end up like I've never seen Malachi really come up and make tackles. So we would
Mhm.
still be drafting somebody and be basically have somebody out of position. The only good thing is he's versatile. Like he can still play your nickel position, but nah. Let's sew up one position at a time.
Hmm.
Literally.
Wasn't Coach Rob raving about Malachi? Said he
Yeah.
really liked him. Really
Everybody,
liked
everybody at the pro day and the at the draft. Oh, I'm sorry, the combine. They raved. I mean, boy makes plays. He makes plays now. But it is down the field. He's great in coverage. He can stick to any tight end, but he's not the one that's going to be up in the box knocking heads. So yeah, I agree with Mathis on that. But hey, he's one of the best.
Mm,
So I think Jordan Fuller did take us out of that running for a safety.
him.
At least early in the draft. May get one later on if we pull off some trades, trade back or something like that, pick up some more picks. But you know,
yeah, I mean that's cool. The position is solidified. Now we can turn our heads. That takes the whole "what are we gonna do" out the way. less confusion even the day of the draft because I'd be thinking they don't know what they even want to do until it's time to pick. So there's one less position that you don't have to worry about in your head. Like, so
Mhm.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah. I
Ooh,
agree with it, but I know why you cool on that, Mathis.
why?
Because I know exactly what you know what you want.
Hey man,
I know what you want, and I know what we need. So yeah. So,
I'm
but
watching tape
with,
on Bill Carter.
with that being said, though, just like Daryl, do you feel the Falcons will pull a move like that and actually go ahead and still pick up a safety early?
Stu, fire him.
Because
I mean,
you know it's
He
Terrence is
if
gonna
he
go.
does that, look, if he drafts a receiver, you just got a safety. You draft another safety, and we need a corner, defensive line, any type of defensive lineman, or a linebacker. Fire Terry.
what you said center? What about center? We need a center.
Well,
We
not in
need a
the first
center.
round, not a first
Not
round pick.
first round, but we
But
I
if he
look, I'm
decides to do that in
saying,
the first round, fire him.
uh-huh.
Fire.
Fine.
Gotta go.
Man, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Hey, look, we like y'all said previously, he got to pass the first year because he cleared out the cap as much as he could. Then you have Marcus Mariota and still do as good as you can. Same thing with Desmond Ritter. Last year, we not gonna keep selling, man. You can go.
Hmm.
We keep on the same. It will be 10 years in with Terry Fondos still saying the same thing. I'm okay with saying you can go.
Hmm. All right. So Georgia Texas boy had a question. What are our thoughts on Jalen Walker versus Abdul Carter? Both of them, they look like the same player, really. To me, they look like the same player. They can play inside and outside. Now I know Abdul played a little bit more outside, but Jalen is he's just as effective. What do you think, Mathis? I see you grinning.
Um, to be honest with you, I understand the comparison, but Abdul Carter is really like Michael Parsons. And I
Man.
honestly have never seen Abdul Carter cover anybody. That's the only reason why I say that. I feel more comfortable putting Jelon Walker in a situation where he has to cover somebody. Now, yes, they do play the linebacker position. Yes, they both can rush the passer, but do you want Abdul Carter out there trying to cover a running back in space or a tight end? Because I've never seen him in any college game really drop back. So I understand why he's going to be a top pick, like because he a killer. Like he looked unstoppable in a few games last year, but
Hmm.
you know, I for me it's more value in Jelon Walker personally.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
I think so, especially for the
mm,
Falcons because we do need that speed inside. Yeah, we got Diablo, but could you imagine Diablo and Jalen Walker? Woo,
yeah,
Mm.
I
golly,
mean they basically did.
and Ellis.
They did what I was hoping they was going to do. We only got one more linebacker to get rid of. One,
Who is
Troy.
that?
Troy, hey, to be honest with you, we let go of the wrong one. The, I love Nate Lemon. Nate Lemon to knock you slap you to sleep.
Yeah.
So I ain't never seen Troy Anderson really hit nobody.
Mm-mm.
I think he had one or two games where he had a good amount of tackles, and yes, he had the pick six last year that Judon tipped up in the air. But you know, trying to get Daryl to understand, you talk about somebody who had a okay rookie season to his third or fourth year, and Most of his resume blank.
Mm.
What we doing?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My Magic Jack messing up.
Yeah, we
I
know.
was gone
We
for
know.
like 35
I
seconds.
feel like I'm the only one that don't have problems.
Hey man, you live close to that tower out there. Live under the tower.
Number one, when I left, when I got kicked out of here unceremoniously, y'all was having that Troy Anderson slander. We will not have any Troy Anderson slander while I am here. So understand, Troy Anderson was better than Nate Lamon. Nate Lamon could not get through a block to save his life.
Pull up the stats. Pull up the stats.
He could not get through a block.
Y'all, look what you said about Grady. Look what you said about Grady. He ain't producing nothing. Pull up Troy Anderson's stats. Give me his tackles. Give me everything he got. Then pull up Nate Lamon in the last 2 years. Because when Nate Lamon hit the field, we didn't know who he was. We didn't.
Yeah,
I
true.
didn't.
Yeah, we didn't know who he was.
But
and he did a real good job. He did a real good job that first year.
Tell me why you would want to keep we signed the wrong person.
Troy better than Nate. Yes.
That's what
he said it with a question mark.
I know. That's why, and I'm answering. Troy better than Nate.
You ain't got no facts behind it.
That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Enough of the Troy Anderson hate. Now,
hey, the best ability. What's why about it? The best ability is availability.
I'm not gonna let y'all also get away with this Georgia bias because y'all sitting up here saying, "Oh, Jalen Walker, the same player as Abdul Carter." Really?
Nobody said that.
I said. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Nah.
No, man. Honestly, because Penn State uses Abdul Carter like he's supposed to be used. Go get it. Georgia is Kirby Smart is never going to use his players in one position. Everybody's going to be cross-trained. That's why they're so versatile. If somebody gets hurt, somebody else just scoots over and plays that position like they played it all season. And that's just the truth. Man, let Jalen Carter, let Kirby just let Jalen sick the quarterback. Man.
And I get it, but at the same time, if you put Jalen Walker in the position that Matthew Judon was in last year, you would have been okay. You wouldn't have said, "Why is he dropping back?" You wouldn't have said that.
Well, first of all, Kirby wouldn't have him doing that.
But he's done it.
So Jimmy Lake, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
It could have been Lawrence Taylor dropping back, looking terrible.
Cool. Bah! But at the end of the day, if you watch a Cowboys game, Michael Parsons has been put in situations where he got to drop back, and he looked terrible.
Right. But for the most part, you see him chasing the quarterback. For the most part,
I get it.
Especially when they were good.
That's why to me the comparison is more towards Michael Parsons than it is towards Jalen Walker.
I get it. I mean, yeah,
I understand. Yeah, I
get it. You know, I expected something like that coming from Georgia Tech, little brother down the street. I get that.
Look,
they only got one person,
right? They
in the draft, right?
Like Jalen.
So look. I don't care if we got nobody. That does not take away from y'all delusion. And y'all delusion is, oh, he's just as good. One of them about to go 1, maybe 2. The other one about to go maybe 15, maybe 20, depending on how the cards fall.
Jalen might go like 3 or 4.
We'll see.
The boy bad now.
We'll see. I'm not saying he ain't.
Kirby
I'm just
holds
saying.
Back. Kirby holds stats back. He holds stats back.
Like you said, they do two different things, right? I don't know if Abdul Carter could actually cover somebody. Jalen Walker could definitely drop back and cover and be very effective, right? But I don't necessarily think we need somebody to drop back in coverage as a linebacker.
That's true.
Which is why I think it would kind of be a waste if we were to draft him. Maybe it gives you some flexibility to move him around later on. But after what we saw last year, I want a dog on this side, not a bulldog, just a dog.
Yeah, you do.
And a dog on this side, and I want them just to go after the quarterback.
Right. I get it.
Then get me Shamar Stewart.
How many times Shamar Stewart got to the quarterback?
Man. 4 in 3 years. Goodness gracious.
1.5 times last year? Nah, I'll pass.
Hey, if we
I'll pass.
pick him, I'm gonna need he better be your favorite defensive end. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, if
Right.
we pick him, he is. He's my
Okay.
favorite defensive end if we pick him.
Okay.
But that'll be I personally think, just me personally,
Mhm.
it'll be a mistake because he has not proven that he can get to the quarterback at the college level. He's a freak of nature, but we already got a dude that look like an action figure on our team. What's his name?
Lorenz, what?
Yeah, that dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
Oh,
yeah,
you
he
wanted
he's
me to say
gone.
it.
He's
I'm
gone
sorry.
now. Yeah.
I stopped because it's against my religion to say his name anymore.
So,
So I mean, nah, man, get me somebody that's proven. And granted, they may not even be there. I understand. Mike Green might be gone, right? But then you still got Michael Williams, right? He should be around.
maybe, yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's just like you said the other day, Mathis. There's enough good defensive linebacker / edges in this draft so that we should get one of them. We should get somebody,
So
right?
so why is nobody talking about the SEC Defensive Player of the Year at all?
Yeah, I know, man. They're not. He get after you too, man.
Who the SEC Defensive
South
Player of the Year?
Carolina,
South
defensive
Carolina's
yeah,
Kyle Kennard. Like
Kyle Kennard, yeah.
he was he
Oh,
check his sack record.
Oh yeah,
really?
he's the man. He's the man.
Man.
So so names like that are going to pop up in the draft a little bit higher than a lot of people think because Kennard's name, you haven't seen it on Mel Kiper's
At
top
all.
25. You haven't seen him on the radar, but he's going to be one of those sleepers that just pop up at the end of the first round, early second round, and going to dominate somebody.
I
And
know he went to Georgia Tech, right? Just saying.
You said
Just saying.
what?
why he
I said,
leave?
y'all know he went to Georgia Tech.
Why he leave?
Y'all probably made him sick. The same reason why y'all's best player just left too and went to Auburn.
Look, we'll talk about that come college
No,
time.
we're talking about
Come
it right
college
now.
time.
How does your team get way better and then your best player decides he wants to go?
Hey, who's the best player?
Well,
King?
Singletary, the receiver?
Oh yeah. I'm
we
about
don't
to
pay
say,
that
well, I
attention.
think King is the best player.
King is the
King
best
is the
player.
best player.
Oh,
But
come
yeah,
on, man.
Singletary is
So
That boy Tim
skill
Tebow.
position. Yeah, I get that.
Listen to these 3 letters. Listen to
Oh
them.
yeah. Oh yeah.
N I
L.
L.
Okay.
That right now the college game is so turned upside down.
Mhm.
If you are a small school, and granted, it's going to take schools like Tech, Stanford, uh, those schools that supposedly graduate the geeks, right? You know that
Mhm.
you gotta have a certain GPA just to play, all that good stuff. It's gonna take those schools convincing their alumni that have loot to kick in. Don't just donate for the library.
Yeah, they go.
Donate for the
That's what they're gonna do.
Once that happens, you're gonna see Stanford and Georgia Tech. You're gonna see it.
Nah.
But right now, you got
Talk to the people.
Hey, they gonna keep
all
that
this.
technology center
This the
up.
city. This the city of trappers. You mean to tell me we can't go? We can't go hit the trap.
Man.
Nobody in
No,
NCAA history has been doing this, paying people straight up for years. You mean to tell me we can't go find no money?
I'm just saying that's what it's gonna take,
Well,
right? That's how
they
that's how
found it
these
for
big
Calvin
schools.
Johnson, so they need to find it for somebody. I mean,
That's how these schools can just lure talent away because of the NIL. And I mean it's legal payment now. So I
yeah.
bet do it. I mean, look at it back in the day. SMU had
Oh, yeah.
probably what could have been the greatest college team. Well, no,
Miami.
a top five
Miami, yeah.
greatest college team.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
you're right. So SMU,
SMU
yeah.
had that, and they was just paying dudes. You telling me all them cats was Methodist?
No.
Right? Nah. So you telling me this dude really want to go to Auburn? He want to go live out there and hang out there? Nah, he'll make that money though.
Mm-hmm.
Would he rather live in Atlanta or out there in Auburn?
Lord, if you want to make it in life, you better go to Auburn.
So
So
now it's
Don't come
once
to the land of the strip clubs. There's a lot of professionals don't make it out until they in their 40s. I'm sorry.
yeah. Oh, why body want Carl Kennard to be slept on? He want him to be slept on.
hey,
Okay,
yeah,
so
Travis
hey,
Maven.
Matt. Okay, he stepped out for a second. I take him
I
second
take
round.
him. Yeah,
Second round.
second round.
Because he really whooped people. I don't know if it's high. I don't know why he's not jumping out to everybody, but he was a whooper. I mean, yeah. He didn't play. All right, let's look at a few more things. Well, um, Clay said that I'm sorry, Clay. I was looking at another one.
Mhm.
He said that hey, everything is still on the table for 15, and
Well, I
he
don't think
believes that.
safety is, but that's it. I mean, and look, we can't. I think we've come from the point of view of it's got to be defense, number one, and
Hmm.
it's got to be edge or linebacker. I think that's kind of where we've landed since the beginning because that is the greatest weakness that we have. And if you get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, right?
Hmm.
So you got if Mathis says it, and I joke along with him, but I'm in all seriousness. If he does not draft somebody that can get after the quarterback in the first round or with his first pick, I should say, fire him. The only thing I can see is, hey, I trade back, right? And maybe I have to trade back to 30.
Mm.
And and maybe I could pick up an early second round pick or something crazy or third, and then I draft two of them, or I draft a safety, then a linebacker, something. But legit, I can't even see that. Nah, he's got to draft edge a linebacker first. He has to. And
Now,
then what's crazy is we're relying on a rookie to actually
be a
be
big
second on the
impact.
team,
Right, right,
or to
right.
be Batman, right? He's got to be Batman because Leonard Floyd basically plays Robin his entire career. So
Yeah.
we trying to draft Batman at this point.
You know what? When I look back at some of the better defenses out there, or the Super Bowl winning teams, they always seem to have a defensive tandem on the defensive line. A tandem. You got two monsters on defensive line. I mean, even last year, look at Jalen Walker. I mean, uh,
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter. Golly, all these Jalen's, these young boy names. Jalen Carter, doggone Davis. You go all the way back to uh, Ndamukong Suh
Mhm.
and your boy at the Aaron Donald. Just think about it. Defensive tackles, and the Falcons just do not believe in drafting defensive tackles early, getting monsters in the middle. So right now, who do we have? We got Anyamata. We got Fox. Fox, I guess he's going to play defensive tackle. And he plays well. I like the way he plays. But he was playing with Donald, Aaron Donald. So he was playing second fiddle along with Floyd out there. So is that Anyamata and Fox? Is that good? I mean, is that
We got
impressive?
a row. You got Root.
And Root. So Root, right. So we got to draft. I I'm like Mathis. We got to draft two defensive tackles. If we're not going to make a big splash in this free agency, and that was another question. Um, I was going to ask, hey, do you expect any more major moves before the draft?
Mm.
Is there any way we can make anything happen?
Last year they made major moves in training camp, right? Like when did Justin Simmons get signed?
They came right before the season,
Like
a
preseason.
couple of weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, and
he
that was
he
a
came in during preseason, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Judon
that was
came right
we
before the first
Well,
preseason.
because yeah,
and
DeMarco
Judon.
Hellams got hurt week 1. Him and what's called they both Trice got hurt in that Dolphins game, and I think they started talking to him within the next week or two to get him on. It was
Yeah.
it was
So,
kind of quick though, so it was
Mm-hmm.
probably like between week 2 and week 3 of the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
but the year before that, we grabbed Jesse Bates pretty quick, right? Like that was
Yeah,
first
Yeah,
week of
early. Yeah.
free agency.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't suspect there's gonna be any more major moves. Cause shoot, he got to free up the money. I think the major moves we'll see will be him freeing up some money, and then maybe that'll
Okay.
clue us in. And I do stand corrected. Defensive tackle. If they drafted a defensive tackle first, I wouldn't say fire him, depending on the
Mm-hmm.
defensive tackle. But
but who though? Who are you willing to take at 15 if you don't trade back?
not at 15. I can't see
Don't
a D
trade back.
tackle being taken at 15. Trade back. If you trade back and you say grab a D tackle and a linebacker or a D tackle and an edge, then okay. You know.
I still want the 330, 340 piece because
Mm-hmm.
this kid we got Morgan Fox, man, like he only weighs
Really?
275 pounds,
Yeah.
280.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's a
He
mover.
can,
He's a mover. He has speed. And he
yeah.
moves that. Yeah, we don't have
And
nobody to stop the run.
I'm cool with that, but at the end of the day, whoever's around you still plays a big part.
Mm-hmm.
Since we haven't been able to figure out a defensive line since Patrick Kearney and
Right.
names like that, then you know it could be tough for him.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It could be tough for him.
Boom.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
what
Dion.
don't
Matt has been
worry.
preaching. Wide body.
Why about it?
That's
Look, I've been saying that name since the season ended.
Yep. He was giving
Bring
y'all
Deion
hell
Walker
too.
to Atlanta.
But not with the 15 pick.
No.
No.
You,
no, not with 15,
it,
but 8 second. If we do trade back, oh yeah. I'll go for him in the second round because I believe he's going to make a big impact. I mean, major impact. Look at the boy that came out of Texas last year, Tavondre Sweat, the big old defensive tackle we were talking about. And man, dog, you can't move him. So size matters on that defensive line, especially if they can, if they're strong guys, they're good against the run. That's all we'll need Walker for. We'll need you to get. I don't need him to get not one sack, even though he did get what 7 sacks in one season, year before last. We don't need that. We just need him to take on, dominate that A gap, and take on 2 blocks. Just dominate.
excuse me. No, we need that. Stop being so nice. I'm sorry. Look, if he can get
But
to the
the
quarterback, we need to get to the quarterback. Like I'm not gonna play around. Yes, hold the pocket up. We'll get to the
See,
quarterback.
but that could be Rook. That could be Rook, just like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Jordan ain't getting to the. He got to the quarterback once last year. He ain't getting to the quarterback, but Jalen Carter gonna. You're gonna try to double team him. The pocket gonna be collapsing because big boy pushing it. Jalen can get around and do his thing. I think
Yeah, but
Rook can
you
get at
getting Deion Walker is like getting Jordan Davis.
that.
You don't have a Jalen Carter next to him. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
compare Rook to
Rook ain't. Yeah. Rook
for a
ain't
second
nobody
round pick
else.
that played
Right.
probably about 4 games. I'm not doing it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing it. To be, I don't. He got one more year before I say cut him too. But I'm gonna trade him.
Look, he
You
ain't he
talking
ain't
about
he
Rook?
ain't Jalen
Yeah.
Carter. He ain't Jalen Carter. But
No, he
I
no
think you
Jalen
sell.
Carter.
I
I
think
think Rook gonna
you
be
selling him
something,
short.
man.
You selling him
What
short.
has this is the thing? And now I'm concerned with both of you guys. I got one
Jimmy Lake,
guy that
man.
says
Jimmy
Troy
Lake.
Anderson is okay with no tape.
Jimmy Lake, man.
The only
We
tape
writing off
Troy
on Jimmy
Anderson
Lake.
has is holding his body together.
Oh. Yeah.
And then Rook, you said you think Rook gonna be great. He ain't done nothing.
He couldn't get in the games. Like
Oh,
for real.
Hey,
That
look,
and
He's
look, let's be fair. We have established you could have put Warren Sapp
mhm,
in that spot, and Warren Sapp wasn't gonna do nothing with Jimmy Lake as his DC.
right.
see,
'Cause he just moved 3 over
you're
to
Hall
Warren
of
Sapp.
Fame reaching again. I don't, yeah,
It,
I don't understand. You're Hall of
it's
Fame reaching.
blame Jimmy Lake. I blame Jimmy Lake. Like
Yeah.
when Bo Nix carved us up. That was Jimmy Lake issue, right?
Oh, yeah.
When y'all have said when Jefferson and what's their second wide receiver there in
Addison.
Minnesota, when Atkinson, whatever, when they carved us up, y'all said that was a Jimmy Lake issue.
Mhm,
This how much I hate it. Y'all remember when Drake London dropped that touchdown pass and then we had to throw it back to him again? When
mhm.
he dropped that touchdown pass, I blame Jimmy Lake for that. Jimmy Lake messed this
Take
whole thing
takes
up.
it off.
So it's
He
you
takes it
can't
off.
you don't have an accurate picture of what your rookies were last year.
We
Granted,
don't.
Trice got hurt, so all right, I get it. But you don't have an accurate picture of what Ruka Rororo is.
Nah, I don't think so.
I saw some flashes, especially against Tampa Bay. I saw some flashes.
Right. Who? But what? How are you comfortable with your second round pick who doesn't dress for the first couple games? Because he
I
wasn't
didn't
hurt
say
yet.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
say I'm
crazy.
comfortable. I'm
That's
just
crazy.
saying I think you're selling him short. I told you he's not Jalen Carter, right? He's not going to be. I don't think he'll be that, but I think he will be above average. He'll be a very good defensive tackle. He's supposed to fill Grady's shoes anyway.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all a question.
Mhm.
What do you expect out of your second round pick?
What do you mean to start or
The
to?
plane. Start.
Yeah, he should be a
Yeah,
starter.
like, do you expect him to be on the field and stuff like that?
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was the problem? Why was he not able to break that ice? Is it because he wasn't ready? Because we drafted Marlon Brown about 5, 6 years ago in the second round.
You hurt. Injury.
The, I
You
mean,
do want your defensive you want your second rounder should be starting.
Mhm.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I get that. But
That's
when you
all I'm
only have
trying to say.
2 defensive linemen playing in a game, every game, only 2 defensive linemen playing, it's really hard to do anything with 2 defensive linemen playing, and then 2 small outside linebacker. That don't work. So that's why I was just saying.
Well, we didn't technically have two small outside linebackers. Remember, you had Judon on the right and whatever dude name is on the left.
Yeah, neither one of them are really heavy though, and really help pressing the pocket. They upfield rushers. That 2-2, that 4, that I don't know what do you call it, Darryl? 269 defense.
The 2173.
Yeah, don't know what it
You
is,
had
man, but it don't work for us. And I see. Okay, so some of the other teams use that same type of defense: 2 defense linemen, 2 edge rushers. But look at Philadelphia. They used it some. But look who were their defensive linemen. You got one guy, 1,000,000 pounds, and then you got another Jalen Carter is a freaking freak of nature, man. Then pushing that pocket, got sweat coming in, and then you using Nolan Smith in the 9 wide technique, got a 10-yard cushion to run and pretty much collapse any type of pulling guard because he's so wide. But the Falcons didn't do that. They didn't try. You didn't see anything out of that same type of formation, man. That same type of you just didn't see it. Now I can imagine if they did spread. I can imagine they spread doggone Judon out wide and did a wide 9 and have him coming in hard. I can imagine, some sort of effectiveness there or some difference being made, but I don't know, man. That jump was terrible. So Jimmy Lake made Root and the other guys suffer. Rook did just as good as Anyamata. Rook pretty much did just as good as Grady. That's what I think. 'Cause neither one of them had a decent year. All right, so who's going to pay who's going to take up the money to pay these rookies? How in the world are we going to pay rookies?
Anyamata.
Mm-hmm. Or restructure,
How,
right? You're gonna restructure Lindstrom, restructure AJ, restructure Jesse Bates at this point. You restructure to get that money. I think what they say roughly you need about $9 to $11 million to pay your rookie class. So
T. Terry, Jamari Caldwell. Anybody saw him?
I heard the name.
He can't be the next Aaron Donald at 330 though. That's big, right?
Yeah, he wide. He's short and wide. 6'2", 330.
Yeah. Look, man. I don't know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, the fact that we are really racking our brains with this gets on my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing how we were in a position last year to where we could have honestly kept this going for a couple years.
Boy, man.
But
yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
At this point in time, we just got to get through this season, and we should be okay again. So,
crazy.
We got to hit. We got to hit in this draft. We'll figure out the money. Wallace ain't been here in a while, so we didn't talk about money quite a bit, but we'll figure out the money. They ain't gonna have no choice to find a way unless you just gonna give up on your picks.
I'm looking at over the cap right now. The Falcons are last in the league. We're $17 million over the cap.
Because they probably done already included everybody that we done signed.
You're probably calculating those rookies. That's about that. Well, I don't think they can. No, I don't think they can.
Like all the free agents we just signed, they probably are including those too.
That's wild. That is wild. The Saints have $28 million
to spend
effective cap space. Yeah.
Wow.
But they got $52 million in dead cap, which is crazy. But yeah, they're showing us as 17 million over right now. 17.5 million over. We'll see. Terry got to do something, right? Because if you're not under the cap by the time what is it? When is it preseason, I think, or under the cap when the season starts, you start losing draft picks and getting fined.
Hey, Mathis, what's going on?
You got this out. Mathis froze.
Yeah, Magic Jack ain't working today.
Magic Jack, boy.
He talk about everybody else. We got him now. Hey, Clay,
come on.
That would look good. That looks good. And it makes sense.
47 sacks. Woo.
Yeah, that makes sense. But hey, we got Kevin Ollie. So hey, we'll see what happens with that defensive line. I trust what we're gonna do on defense. I trust Ulbrich. The way the Jets defense are just like perennially one of the best. Every year they have a great defense. Offense might be terrible, but they play good defense, and I'm down with that. He's proven, and like I said, Kevin Ollie, every defensive line he works with, they average over 50 sacks a year, hands down. So I'm down with it. All right, so let's jump back in. So no major moves. Let me see. There you.
My bad. No, wait. My phone started doing the update. I had to.
That all wireless got you. That Metro
I'm AT&T over here. Don't come for me.
I'm AT&T too. So what the deal?
Metro.
I guess I'm further away from the I'm further away from the tower.
Nah, my phone started updating. I just had to get out before it just Can't be looping.
My bad. Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile
Boost.
got you that time.
That's fine.
All right, so which one of these players is going to make the biggest impact? Out of the new three, Jamal Agnew, Jordan Fuller, or overall? Well, you did say Leonard Floyd. Let's say this last week, Jordan Fuller, Jamal Agnew, and Flip Franks. Right.
Morgan Fox.
Yeah. So you don't think Fuller yeah, he's stuck too now. He's stuck. Hey, at least I ain't messing up. Not yet. I ain't messing up yet.
As soon as I start talking
What was
smack, I
was
speed
that
up.
supposed to be like a handsome pose we were supposed to be looking at or something? Is that what that was? You got
That
light
was my
skin
Sears.
problems. It was light skin problems.
That was my Sears catalog pose.
No, okay.
That one.
Yeah. Nah, Morgan Fox.
Gotcha. Out of that. Okay.
And I want him to be that impact player because we need the force in the middle. Like it all starts right up front. To be honest with you, even though number 0 and Judon didn't get the production and AK didn't really get started towards the end of the season, they got around the outside. We just couldn't push the middle. So if we can figure that part out, we'll really be okay. That's why I didn't really want to draft the edge rusher like that. Like it's more, if we can get somebody to just push the pocket, I feel like our edge rushers will really be okay.
I've been saying it for like
We've always been
20
able to
years.
get around.
We've been saying that for 20. Why can't the Falcons figure that out?
Because they paying the wrong people, yo. They paying the wrong people.
The championship teams, their tackles are the best tackles in the league. Every year, the Super Bowl winners have defensive tackles that are amazing. They push the pocket. They push it. They collapse it. I don't know.
Yo, how much you think Terry make? How much you think he make?
What about at least 15 to 20 a year?
15 to 20 million?
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's say it's 15.
Mm-hmm.
If they split that up 5 apiece for all 3 of us, we would make this a Super Bowl team in 2 years. Because that's what Darryl wants. He said he needs 2 years, right? So
Darryl has the experience with that. I'm sure
the only person I don't trust out of the 3 is you, yo, and that's because you keep bringing up.
Hey man, I'm going
you keep
wide
bringing
receiver.
up a boy from Missouri.
I'm going wide receiver, baby. Hey, throw it deep, baby. I gotta make sure I can score 40 this year. Nah.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Who do you think gonna have the biggest impact?
I think Leonard Floyd is. Because he's proven every year he gets 8 to 9 sacks every year. So
we just had somebody that was getting 14, 15 though.
Not really. Judon was all right. He wasn't. I mean, he was
and,
all right.
And you said,
and older.
Judon, he's age was starting to catch up with him.
Okay,
so I like Leonard Floyd. I think he's gonna make the biggest.
Now you expected, like you said though, you expecting him to be Batman though, right?
I don't know to who he's gonna have. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Batman. Yeah, he's gonna have to be. We don't have. See, if Trice could come back healthy, I enjoyed his get off, but I'm sorry. I hate that it happened only one half. But ball was taking off around that side, man. But nothing up the middle, so you can do nothing. If he comes back healthy and strong, I don't know, man. Ebiketie. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is why they started doing better last year, because they listened to me. I said the entire year they need to go to a true 3. If they're going to do a 3-4, you got a 5-man front. A true 3-4, you're going to have an odd front. Got 3 down linemen, 2 ends, 2 edge rushers. When they started doing that, that's when they got all those 30 something sacks in a few games. That's
Mhm.
what happened. That's what happened. They were sending more. They had 5 coming, not not using 2 defensive tackles.
Jimmy Lake is it, it
Yeah.
it makes me wonder how he brought that defense to Coach Ra and said, "This the defense I'm gonna run, Coach. This it right here,
Hmm.
boss." Right? Because he had to. It ain't like he just sprung it on him in the game against the Steelers. He had to. What's happening, King Richie? So he had to have said, "Hey, here you go." And Coach Ra had to be like, "That looked like a good plan."
So who's the dummy now?
Well, hold on. So Ra is the that was the defensive coach for us who gave up all them points in the Super Bowl, huh? Gave it up.
But when he took over the defense, that's when we started running
Well, he
a
was,
true 3-4, and
yeah.
that's when we started getting
Hmm.
sacks. We started
Right,
getting to the
but
quarterback.
right. Ra
The
was a
Super Bowl year, he was the wide receiver coach.
wide receiver coach. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, Darryl, you're right. When they started listening to me, went to that true 3-4. It didn't it work? It worked. Even though we didn't have a big man, a monster in the middle, but it worked better when they put 5 men in front. So I'm hoping and I'm trusting that Ulbrich and these guys that are coaching this defense that actually know how to coach. Leonard Floyd, 8 sacks, 9 sacks. Arnold Katie going to get you your 9, your 8, 9. So I'm
He
kind of
said
going with
10.
what 50 sacks this year. 50 sacks, at least 50 sacks this year. And we ain't been over 40 in 100 years.
Ooh, y'all playing.
50
Okay.
sacks. Hey, look at Kevin Ollie. Check out his stats, baby, as a defensive line coach.
All right.
Let me see. Floyd and Divine, those are his 2.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I like the Divine pickup.
Yeah.
Speed.
Holy devil.
Speed. Yeah.
He gonna replace Nate Landman.
Okay. All right, T Terry. I'm gonna have to do that.
Gotcha. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Jeremy Caldwell, and we'll come back on Monday and give you our true thoughts about that.
Where, T Terry, where have you heard he's projected to land in the draft?
Because I'm just hearing about Harmon. I hear a lot about Harmon.
Out of Oregon.
Hmm. I just don't like for some reason. I ain't down with all the Oregon players, man. They don't do nothing.
That's because they last game showed you why.
I mean, even Doyle's, somebody I heard somebody on one of the shows saying that we're really gonna hate Doyle's. We're gonna, and he was an Oregon fan, and he said Doyle's is the biggest bum out there. But they said we're gonna, and you know what? I wonder about that because he didn't even dress. Did he dress at all? What, one game?
He
Wasn't he
might have
hurt?
got in, yeah, for a little bit.
Coach
But
looking down the line. Man,
I'm not. I'm not.
go on, get in
We
there.
not gonna hate him if he don't get on the field. He'll be here and gone. So
Man, the way we're looking, man, we're depending on every player on defense right now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because
That's what
you really don't want a rookie coming in and being the man. That really doesn't look good.
if he get drafted in the first round, yes, I do.
you can't expect that, right? I mean, what did you expect Bijan to be the man when we drafted him the first round?
You,
I knew he was going to have
we
to
had
learn.
a running back that ran for 1,000 yards, and we decided to pick this dude number 8.
I
Yes, I
agree.
expected him to be the man.
But he wasn't really the man till his second year, right?
Right. That's true.
Drake London came on first
Right.
round.
Same. Yeah.
He wasn't the man till his second year
Why wasn't he the man? Why was Drake
We ain't
London
had no
not the man?
quarterback.
because we didn't have a
That's
quarterback.
totally different. That's different.
I get it.
Look,
But
I
I
just
understand what
here's
you're
what here's
saying,
what I'm
Darren.
saying. I don't
Mhm.
I don't want I don't. It's a bad position to be in, to be relying on your your first round pick to come in and be Batman when he really should be Robin, right? And right now, for what we're talking about, we got Robin. We have Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd gonna basically have to be Nightwing. He can't be Robin. He gonna have to step up some. So that means that whoever we bring in can play the lower back role. He can be Starfire. I mean, because because it's you don't there's few rookies that can do it. I think that's my point. There's few rookies that can actually step in like that and in their rookie season. They're there. We've seen them, but I don't think we're gonna get them at 15. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So we have to think different. And maybe as I do because we don't do well drafting after the first. To me, after the first round, we kind of trash. To
We've
be
had
honest
this
with you,
conversation.
we have made a
Yeah.
couple of good picks. Like Bergeron was a good pickup.
Bergeron was a good
Grady
pick.
was a good pickup when he was drafted. Like we've
Mhm.
hit on a couple of those. But if you think about it, our name stays are in the first round. The
Mhm.
first round. It's not too often that we have people that are able to build behind somebody because the picks that we have, that our whole defensive line is probably not first round picks. So we are gonna have to expect a defensive player. If he comes in and we draft a defense in the first round, he better be on the field and he better be great.
Mhm.
No choice.
He'll
Okay.
be on the
Now,
field. I can suspect he'll be good, but
The best player on
great.
the team.
Yeah, define great.
Right.
Define great. You
now
saying
this the thing. When the Falcons actually did that, they were great. And I guess you got to go back 30 years, 30 over 40 years. Dion was a great player.
Well, Dion was the only
That
thing
might
we
be the
had.
last
He was
one
all
we
we
had.
had. But he wasn't a great cornerback coming straight. First year he wasn't. He got
He
destroyed.
was, come on, man.
Oh
Dion,
Lord, he
his
got
first
this.
year was better than any cornerback we've had since, regardless of what year
Wait.
they
You
was in.
saying Dion?
Yeah.
Deion Sanders?
his
Yes.
first year?
His first year, man, Dion was getting lit to the.
What?
That was in oh
I'm
four.
about to say
That was in
lit
Four
to the.
Giants
Okay.
Stadium. That was
Rookie,
in
let
oh
me ask
four
you this.
Giants
Rookie
Stadium.
Dion
I
or
was
Ray,
there.
let's go through our better cornerbacks. Rookie Dion or Ray Buchanan?
Man, stop it.
Come
Stop
on, you
it.
talking about
Rookie Dion or
Ricky Dion?
Big Ray? Come on, man.
Versus veteran Ray Buchanan.
Yes.
I'll tell you Ray Buchanan. Dion wasn't great in his first year as a corner. His thing was look, I was there. It was cold out there too. His thing was his return.
Punt return.
His returning was everything. Now that second, third year, then he became the man. Jerry Rice told him out. Everybody wore him out that first year, man. He learned though. Dion will tell you. I mean, he learned. Look at his stats. Don't look good, but they kicked the ball to him. It turned up. I mean, so that's how he showed his thing. But his first year, no, he wasn't the best. I'm trying to think what we had. Bobby Butler. Yeah, he was best on that team. Hey man, we were terrible, man. We were good and terrible. good and terrible. But like his second, third year, that too legit to quit year, them years, third, fourth, fifth year, it was on. But he was, but he was dynamic. He had the ball in his hand. It was touchdown, baby, touchdown. But yeah,
It's a lot to ask.
it's a
It's a
lot to
lot to
ask.
ask your
But we
first
want him to
round
be
pick.
great. We do want him to be great. But
Yeah.
you really don't want your first round draft picks to come in and play and do good. But do you want to put all your hope on a draft pick to come and get 17 sacks and be the best player on your team? Your team ain't looking that good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I hope we do.
I,
We need that. We need some luck in the later rounds. We haven't had that in a while. All right, well, we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. We always, appreciate everybody that jumps on with us, and we're gonna go down the list right quick. Starting at Mario, appreciate you. Clay, always Georgia, Texas boy. Um, let's see who else we saw. We had Wide Body, appreciate you. T Terry, definitely appreciate you. Um, let's see who else. King Richie, hey, we appreciate you jumping in. Jonte Rozier, Jonte, appreciate you. T Terry, I said T Terry. I think that's all we got today. But before we go, I want to. Well, first of all, you got anything else, Mathis? I see that you are. It, okay,
Nah,
so
man.
all of these pieces were just pretty much depth pieces this week, and we're looking at Fox and Diablo and Floyd to really be
Game changers.
the class of the class, right? The class of the free agency. I hope we have one more out there. Hope we have some sort of move, some sort of big trade. But I doubt you saw Jameis Winston went to the Giants, huh?
oh, hilarious.
Okay, so now
That's
what
cool.
what are the Giants? Okay, is Shador going to get drafted in the first round?
Probably not. Well, yeah, he'll get drafted late first round, won't he?
Because the
Let them
teams
go.
that
Let them
need
sit, man.
quarterbacks are getting quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
except what Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh,
um,
Miami.
Cleveland.
Miami might need to think towards the future.
yeah, they ain't doing it.
One more time, he could be gone.
Oh yeah. But he probably could continue. He gonna appreciate you, T Terry. He gonna be like, let me shut up. I'm about to say the wrong name. I'm sorry. Can't even do that. Can't even do it. Yeah. Some guys just keep going and just keep what was that guy who played for the Falcons? Devon with Deontay cornerback. What's the name? Deontay Dante.
Dante, they used to play for Houston.
Yeah. Man, that boy had a concussion every day. Every game because he tackled with his head.
Dante Robinson.
Robinson, man. I'm like, this dude tackle like a 9-year-old. God, straight gone. Like, man, next game. God.
At the
Anyway,
Twitch. At the
hey man, hey dog, gone. Yeah, straight
Oh
gone.
man.
All right, Daryl, here we go.
What's happening?
All right, so Daryl was talking that junk about Off the Wall album, right? And so
Number one, I was not talking junk. I was talking facts. But
no,
go ahead.
okay, he was talking factual junk. Uh, about comparing the two great Michael Jackson albums, and I was on board with them for a minute. Then today I just took a look at those albums and I actually listened to the songs, and it reminded, hey man, that Thriller had some fire. So here we go. I'm gonna just take several of those songs
Okay.
and compare. So Off the Wall versus Thriller. We're talking about the actual songs.
The songs. The
Off the
songs.
Wall was Off the Wall was good, and Thriller was just like probably not the song that you could jam with. I get you. Not the song that
Mm-hmm.
had the best rhythm, but man, It was on another level. But we could, what if we just give that to the off? We give that to off the wall.
Okay.
Off the wall. We got okay, but look at here. Don't stop till you get enough. And I put Billie Jean against that. Hey man,
Mhm.
I, I'm sorry.
That's hey,
I'm sorry.
that's one of the two that Thriller wins.
Billie Jean. That
Mhm.
hey, that.
Classic,
Okay,
classic by
okay.
far,
So
classic.
okay, and but that's okay.
Mhm.
Boom. Rock with you versus want to be
Rock
started
with you,
something.
Rock with you is the ultimate R&B slash disco song. Period. There is no song that is better than Rock with You in that lane.
I got one that wasn't even in disco, but still kind of sound. I mean, sound the same. It okay. Rock with you. Okay, Mathis, want to be started something versus rock with you.
I'm going right with you.
All right, bet. Okay, okay, okay.
It's me started
PYT.
PYT.
Come on, man. Working day and night
Y'all
was
are
straight, but that don't match PYT.
y'all are high.
PYT.
Come
Man.
on, man. Got
And
me
I'm looking at
working,
the
working
songs that
day and night. Ah, got me
yeah,
working,
yeah,
working
that
day.
was
Come
straight, but that
on,
don't
man.
match PYT,
It's
man.
not. That's not on the same level.
And I would put PYT versus Rock with you. That's one I really want to put. PYT gonna kill it. And so, and I look at the songs that are played by cover bands. The songs that are played by cover bands are Rock with You and PYT. Those are the ones that we played. My band played it. Rock with
Mhm.
You and PYT. Those are the ones. I mean, so I can't even working day and night. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
We go with a ballad. She's out of my life versus human nature. Who gonna win it? Who got that?
She's out of my life
Yo, you
every
crazy human
every
nature. Why?
time.
Why?
Eh, I'm not saying human nature
Out of my
is not a great
life.
song, but
She's
she's
out.
out of my life.
No,
Hang
go
on,
ahead. Go ahead.
hang on, because I
Can't believe
cannot
y'all.
remember the
They ain't
lyrics.
even been ever
But
been remixed.
she's out of my life.
I put Ben up against She's Out of My Life.
She's out of my life. That's the song, if I remember right. That's the song where he cries at the end.
Yeah, he was crying.
Seals the deal.
No, man,
Michael
human
Jackson.
nature.
That's the song that he busts a tear at the
Hey,
end. That's the song that Eddie Murphy put into his comics, put into his act about Michael Jackson pulling women through that song.
man, when Mike said da 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 da, and then it said, ooh. Hey man, hey, hey,
How about we
She's out
call
of
that
my
one a
life.
tie?
hey, no, man. And then okay, so none of those songs they had Paul McCartney songs, "Girl Is Mine"
Mhm.
and what "Girlfriend." We're gonna go with "Girl Is Mine." That was
The
the
girl is
jam.
mine. Hmm.
But none of the other songs even mess with this one I'm about to pull up. I can't I can't even find another song on that album. Beat it, baby. Just beat
That's
it.
the only other one.
Hey,
There's two songs. There's two songs on Thriller.
everybody was doing the dance.
There's two songs on Thriller that are better. Billie Jean and
Oh
Beat It. That
man.
is it.
Wanna be
Song for
starting
song
something?
after that.
PYT?
PYT.
Oh
Listen to PYT now. And then my other thing is listen
mm,
to
mm, mm, mm,
as an adult, listen
mm,
to Off the Wall. And then so listen to anything in Off the Wall. And then go listen to PYT. PYT sounds dated. PYT sounds like an 80s song.
and that's why I say it compares to one of the end of the disco era because you could because it still had it.
Everything day and night.
Hey, well, check this out, yo. If Beat It is so good, they better be playing it in the Falcons locker room next year.
They better be playing beat something. Beat them. they probably in there playing doggone. The girl is mine. A thriller. Anyway, y'all, we crazy. I know we crazy.
I can't help it. You ain't gonna talk about I can't help it. I can't
I can't.
help it.
Okay,
If
yeah,
I
and that
wanted
was
to.
that was fine. But I looked at I can't help it.
Even if I could
I can put
help
the
it.
girl is mine against that
We
one.
ain't talking about that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can put the girl. I got it right here. Got it right here. I took snapshot of that thing. Okay, and get on the floor was all right. And I can't help it. That's straight. That's straight. But put I can't help it against. We put the lady in my life against. I can't
My,
help it.
man, you out your mind. And
Yeah,
forgive me,
man.
my singing made my computer crash. I'm sorry about that.
Good.
Anyway, hey, we appreciate all y'all for joining us through this mess. Hey, I hope the Falcons got something else up their sleeves. If they don't, I don't believe this is what I still say a C minus. If we end with what we have today, I still say a C minus.
Oh, by the way, I got another sports movie for the top 10.
Uh-oh.
Caddyshack.
And I like Caddyshack. I like Caddyshack. I'm still going with
I'm about to go ahead and start making my list
yeah,
on Monday.
make your list. We can
Make
talk
your
about
list.
that next.
I'm about
Make
to.
your list. And we're gonna have to set some rules, right? Like, are we gonna break up the Rocky series, right? So you can't say Creed as a whole, you gotta say Creed 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? Because I figure Creed gonna be on there, maybe. Rocky definitely gotta be on there somewhere.
Yeah, Rocky got to be on there.
Right. So
And Bad News Bears.
hardball with G Baby. Y'all know y'all cried when G Baby got shot.
I went to school with G Baby's older brother at the Alabama A&M University.
And with that being said, hey, appreciate you. Be safe, be blessed.
Stay dirty.